Hey everybody, let's cover the band press down real quick. I see this done in the gym quite often, not only as an accessory work, but also part of an arm Tabata. I just want to cover a couple quick notes just to make sure that people are getting the most out of the exercise. Maybe you're either doing it incorrectly or not quite as effective. So, number one, let's talk about grip. When we set up our loop band, we're looping the band over the pull-up bar. When it's hanging below, I prefer people holding onto the band, for a lack of a better term, almost like you're milking a cow. So we should be creating loops within our hands. That way it creates a handle that we can hold on to the band like so, okay? Number two, the stance. Make sure we're not standing too far back. If we're behind the anchor point, then we end up we take a lot of the tension out of the triceps because the elbows transfer forward, but we're also shortening the range of motion actually because the band's not coming down quite as far. Okay, so I like to see people standing directly underneath the anchor point, if not slightly in front. That way when we press down, we're going from just above parallel, forearms parallel to the floor, or 90-degree elbow flexion. We want to be just beyond 90-degree elbow flexion so the hands start right up around armpits or so, okay? The stance, you can stagger your feet, make sure, stagger your feet or hip square so that both feet are in line to the front of the room, all right? To be honest with you, I prefer the staggered feet a little bit. When we press the band down, so you might have to pull the band down just a little bit to get it in place, but after that, your elbows should be glued to your sides. Far too many people I see letting their elbows flare forward or they pull their elbows behind them when they move. Instead, I want to see the elbows stay stationary. The upper arm should stay perpendicular to the floor. Again, those forearms or the elbows are just past 90-degree elbow flexion. Okay, so we start here. As we press the band down, the elbows stay pinched to the sides. Hands are basically just at shoulder distance or just inside shoulder distance. As I press the band down, I'm looking for full range of motion, so I'm trying to get my arms fully extended. But not only that, when I get to the bottom of the tricep press down, I want to turn my hands out. So it's down, and then the hands turn out a little bit at the bottom. You'll get this great range of motion and great flexion of the triceps in order to extend the elbow. So we start flexed, about shoulder height or armpit height. As I press the band down, I'm going to keep my elbows pinched in close to my sides and then turn my hands out at the bottom and obviously reverse the action on the way up. That way the triceps get isolated the most and we get this nice big full range of motion of the triceps.